Today we are going to discuss a lesson called The Man Who Conquered the Two Ends of the World. It's an adventurous story of an individual. A long time ago, there lived a cruel king who ruled over a vast area. He had a huge army, and with the might of this, he made the people of the neighboring nations his slaves. He collected huge taxes from his slave nations, which left them very poor. Day by day, the king increased soldiers in his army, which made his army very powerful. As the power of the army increased, so did the arrogance of the king. The young man of the slave nation noticed the cruelty faced by his countrymen. One day he said to his people, "We should stop giving taxes to the king." On hearing the young man, the people laughed and said, "Are you out of your mind? If we stop paying the taxes, the neighboring king will destroy us completely." The young man tried to convince his people, but his efforts were all in vain. He realized that his people had lost their faith and their belief in the giver of strength, Allah. He made them realize that Allah is the all powerful. He told his people, if Allah wishes, even a tiny ant can defeat a powerful and huge elephant. The people started praying and doing good deeds. Gradually, the pity of the people increased. Within a short time, the young man and his people formed an army to fight against the cruel king. The cruel king's men came to collect the taxes. The people of this nation refused to pay anything. The king got very angry and sent a message, "Pay the taxes or I will wage a war against you." When the people of the slave nation heard this message, they were very frightened. The young man encouraged the people and said, "Don't be afraid. Allah will help us. Let's prepare ourselves to fight." The cruel king and his army attacked them with all their power. A violent battle was fought. The cruel king was confident that his army could easily be defeated by his opponents. But Allah helped the young man and his army, and they were victorious. The slave nation won the battle. The young man now decided to spread the message that is Allah is one in all the directions. First, the young man and his army conquered the far end of the west. Then they reached the far end of the horizon in the east, where they found an opening between two huge mountains.